convinced that if I hadn't started writing quotes when I did and following the path that I did, things would be very different for me today. It's weird because I was only 16 years old. At this point, I didn't even know what I wanted to study in college, much less what career I wanted to pursue. But something inside me was telling me to start writing down quotes, and I can honestly say that it changed my life. And in this video, I want to explain to you how and why I think everyone should do the same. This all started back in high school. As a junior, I found myself just going through the motions. I'd wake up early, take the train to school, sit in class, do the bare minimum to get by, and then come home and repeat the process every single day. My future was bleak and I had absolutely no direction. One night after dinner, while scrolling through social media, I came across this tweet. "The most successful people in the world are those who know how to take advantage of opportunities." This hit me like a ton of bricks. I realized that the reason I wasn't getting anywhere was because I was afraid to take risks and try new things. I was scared to stand out in any way because I was worried about what other people would think. But this quote gave me the wake-up call I needed. I knew that if I wanted to make something of myself, I had to start taking action and not let fear hold me back. From that day forward, I made a conscious effort to challenge myself and step outside of my comfort zone on a daily basis. I started joining clubs and trying out for sports teams. I also began taking on leadership roles and volunteering for extra responsibilities. Although at first it was really challenging, but as I continued to push myself, I started to see results. I became more confident, more outgoing, and more successful than I ever imagined possible. It was around this time that I discovered the incredible power of quotes. They were short, they were concise, and they were full of wisdom. I began reading them whenever I could, and it quickly became an obsession. I would read them before bed, in the middle of class, waiting in line. You name it. The problem was that I was collecting so many quotes that I didn't know what to do with them. So I started making notebooks filled with random quotes that I liked, but still it wasn't enough. I wanted to do more with these quotes. Then one day, while browsing Pinterest, I came across this cool graphic that combined art with a famous quote. I thought to myself, hey, why don't I try doing the same thing? So I looked up the definition of some of my favorite quotes and then drew some pictures to go along with them. I posted my artwork online, and to my surprise, people loved it. They praised me for coming up with such a creative way to express myself and for coming up with unique artwork that they could relate to. This gave me so much confidence, and I knew that I had found my niche. From then on, I dedicated myself to creating artwork that combined art and quotes. I would spend hours upon hours looking for the perfect quotes to illustrate, sketching out designs, buying materials, painting, adding the finishing touches, photographing them and posting them online. Of course, at first it wasn't easy. I struggled with finding inspiration, coming up with new ideas, learning how to paint and staying consistent. But as I continued to work hard and put in the effort, I started seeing results. People began to notice my work and appreciate what I was doing. And I got so much positive feedback that I was motivated to keep going. As my artwork began to gain popularity, I started thinking to myself, how can I use this to make a bigger impact? That's when I decided to start a YouTube channel dedicated to sharing quotes and artwork. I knew that there were other people out there who loved quotes just as much as I did, and I wanted to create a space where we could all come together to appreciate their beauty and power. Every week, I would publish new videos filled with beautiful music and visuals, paired with inspirational quotes that I had illustrated. And the response was overwhelming. People from all over the world would reach out to me to share their stories and tell me how my videos had inspired them. I was so grateful to hear their stories, and I felt so blessed to be able to make a positive impact on their lives. By the time I graduated, I had built a strong community of like-minded individuals who supported each other and shared a love for quotes. Looking back, I am so grateful for the journey that led me here. It has been an incredible experience to be able to share my passion with the world and connect with so many amazing people. If I hadn't taken that leap of faith and started writing quotes all those years ago, I honestly have no idea where I would be today. I know that without a doubt it changed my life, and I hope that by sharing my story, I can inspire others to do the same. If you are feeling lost or unsure of what direction your life is going, I encourage you to try writing quotes. Who knows? It just might change your life too. It has definitely changed mine. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We discuss a variety of topics such as self-improvement, productivity, and mental health. It would mean the world to me if you took the time to check it out, and hopefully you can find something valuable there. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.